Hey gang, it's Maria here from hockeytrainingpro.com, where my mission is to help 10,000 hockey players win more games with fewer injuries. Today I want to do a little do this, not that version for goalie training. So I'm going to give you a few exercises that you might typically do in the gym, which are okay exercises, but I'm going to give you a better version that's going to both reduce your risk of injury and get more bang for your buck with your training time. So check these out. So instead of doing your typical barbell back squat in the gym where you have the barbell across the back of your shoulders and you squat down, I want you to try substituting a kettlebell sumo squat. So we'll just grab the kettlebell with both our hands. My feet are about double hip width apart, toes slightly pointed out. And then see how I have to get down nice and low, and I have to open up my hips to get there. So my groins are in a bit of a lengthened position, or my adductors are in a lengthened position. I'm sitting back in my hips and I'm keeping my chest up as I go. So I'm really using that hip mobility, keeping a good posture and opening up my hips. So we're going to take a little holiday from the bench press, and you'll start just with nice regular push-ups and see how those feel. I love them because it integrates core activation. You have to use your abdominal muscles, your hip flexors, everything together as a unit. If that's too easy, there are a lot of variations. You can put your feet up on a box or a bench. That will make it harder. You can put on a weight vest. You can change your hand position. So here I have my right hand at shoulder position, my left hand up even with my eyebrows. You can use a TRX, which will require a lot more shoulder stabilization. You can do a TRX with a push and a reach. So the options are limitless with the push-up, and we're going to take a holiday from bench press. So instead of that exercise at the gym you do where you sit down and your feet are in those stirrups and you pull your legs together, I don't think anybody likes doing that, and people do see up your shorts and they see your underwear. So this will save you the embarrassment, and it's better for your hips. So I'm going to stabilize on my one leg. I got the cable column around my ankle there. I have to balance, keeping my toe pointed straight ahead and my hips nice and level. You don't want to do the teeter-totter. So I do my reps facing that way, and then I just turn a quarter turn. And now I go from my heel to my toe. I take my toe to my heel, squeezing my bum as I do that, and making sure I keep a nice neutral back position so I don't arch my back. Then I'm going to turn a quarter turn again. Now I bring my heel to my toe, come back out, I bring my toe to my heel. So I'm working my adductors, and I have a few different adductors, so that's why I want to work the different ranges of motion by bringing my heel to my toe to my heel. Then I turn forward facing, and now I'm going to do a nice big knee drive. So coming from toe to heel, getting my knee up higher than hip level without rounding my back. So that's your four-way cable hip. So anytime you go in the gym, you no doubt see someone doing a lat pull down, so with the straight bar pulling down behind their head, and it puts your shoulder in a really vulnerable position. So I'm going to give you an alternative here. You can do pull downs to the front, so pulling down to your collarbone or to your chin. That's a lot better on your shoulder, a lot easier. This one I think you might get a little more bang for your buck because you're having to use your ankles, knees, and hips, torso to stabilize as you're doing the row, which is a great exercise for your mid-back and your biceps. So in this case, I'm doing a single arm row. So if I'm holding the handle in my right hand, I have my left foot forward, but you could also do a bilateral cable row, pulling at the same time.